Hello and welcome to your practice. My name is Stacey Fleming with Living Yoga Institute, and today we will start in a seat. You might want a block or something similar to a block handy to offer a bit of modification in our pose today. Otherwise, take that nice comfortable seat, place the hands on the lap, close the eyes, and sit nice and tall through the spine. Take a few big full breaths here. Take a moment to come into your own body. And the inhale is allowing the belly to expand, bring it up, filling the lungs. And on the exhale, just letting it go. Two more of these nice full breaths. And then stay with that breath and just let the right ear find the right shoulder. Tuck the chin, circle the head down and around over to the left. And you continue to make these half circles, or you can let your head go all the way around, only if it feels good in your neck. And then switch directions if you're going all the way around. And then tuck the chin and just let the head drop down, stretch the back of the neck. And then send the chin up towards the ceiling, stretch the front. And come back to sit tall. Feel the sit bones ground. As you inhale, stretch the arms out to the side and then up. And exhale, bring hands down through heart center. Again, inhale, stretch the arms out and up. Exhale through heart center. This time we're going to open the arms out like cactus. Let the chest start to lift. Inhale, little back bend. And then exhale, make fists, draw the elbows towards the belly and around the spine. So we inhale, open up. Exhale, curl. Two more, inhale, open up. Exhale, curl. Last one, inhale, open up. Exhale, curl. And then just come to sit tall. You can take the prop out from underneath you. Let's come into all fours. You're going to spread those fingers nice and wide. Make sure the finger pads, knuckle mounds are grounded. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. We'll flow through a couple cat-cows. So on the inhale, belly starts to drop. Heart and tailbone lifts. Exhale, round the spine. Push the ground away. Again, inhale, belly drops. Heart and tailbone lifts. Exhale, round the spine. Two more. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Last cycle, inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. This time, stay in your cat pose and draw the sit bones to the heels. Hug the elbows in, pull yourself through and up. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, drop the sit bones. Inhale, pull yourself through, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose, drop the sit bones to the heels. And then inhale, pull yourself through and up. Okay, exhale, just find neutral spine. Maybe walk the hands forward slightly, curl the toes under. Let the sit bones come to the heels. Push down through the hands, engage the arms, and hover the knees for 3, 2, 1. And on the exhale, start to lift the hips up and back into your downward dog. Really lengthen out through the spine, so priority is lengthen the spine. Then we start to work into those legs of our downward dog. So you can pedal out the legs, feeling the stretch through the hamstring, through the calf, all the way up into the hip. And then eventually finding some stillness as you draw the heels towards the ground. Again, hug the lower belly in and up and lengthen the tailbone to the ceiling. One more breath here. And then look towards the hands, make tiny little steps all the way up. Hands and come to shins. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees and fold forward. Again, inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. You can linger here. here, grab opposite elbows, give the head a little shake, yes and no. Release any tension in the neck. Then relax the arms, shift the weight into the heels, engage the core, keep the knees bent as you slowly roll up. Stack the spine and inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, hands through heart center. Bend the knees, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands through heart center. One more, bend the knees, inhale, sweep it up. This time as you exhale, send the sit bones behind you and fold forward. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step it back. Find your version of plank. You can always drop the knees, or you can choose to stay in full plank. Your first one, you might take a cobra all the way to the ground, or we inhale, shift the weight forward, hug the elbows in, lower hover, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward dog. Pause there for a breath. And then lift the heels up. Let the weight shift forwards, find plank. Exhale, lower through chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. This time you're going to send your right leg up into the air. Keep the hips level. And then bend the knee and stack the hips. So let the heel drop towards that opposite cheek, lifting the knee. Shoulders stay level. Pause here, one more breath. Look towards the hands. Exhale, sweep that right foot forward. Pivot that back heel down. And windmill the arms up and open, warrior two. Okay, from here, you're going to just straighten that front leg. You're going to let the hips shift behind you. So we hinge in that front hip. You can either bring the hands onto the hips, heart center, or keep them stretched as you reach that right hand forward. So we're feeling lots of length through the side bodies. From there, the right hand can find the thigh, the shin, maybe all the way to the ground, or you utilize that nearby block and the hands can come on top of that block. Either way, we want length through the side bodies and engagement, so we're not collapsing down. Lift up through that top arm. An extra challenge, you're going to reach both arms forward. Hold here, that's a core. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come up. Exhale, sink. Warrior two. Lift up your back heel, pivot on the toes, plant the hands down. Flow through your version. Maybe drop the knees, stay full plank, lower through cobra, or upward dog on the inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Other side. So left leg's gonna lift, and then open the hip. So letting that right heel drop to the opposite bum cheek, lifting that knee. We want to try and keep those shoulders level. One more breath. Look towards the hands, sweep that leg forward. Pivot the back heel, come on up, warrior two. So you're going to ground down through that back leg, start to straighten the front leg. Again, hips are going to shift behind you, so we're hinging that front hip. Stay long through the spine, start to reach towards the front of the mat. Again, hand can always come to the thigh, to the shin, to the mat, to a block, as the top arm reaches up. Thinking length through that torso. And then if you want more challenge, reach both arms forward. Hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend into that front knee, warrior two. Lift up the back heel, pivot on the toes, plant the hands. Flow through at your pace, take your modification. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, meet in downward dog. Pause here, a few breaths. And then bring big toes to touch. Let the knees drop down. Sit bones to the heels. Walk the hands forward. Child's pose. Let it go. You're going to keep the sit bones heavy. You're going to walk the hands over towards the left side. So just feel a nice stretch to the right side. You can always take that right hand on top of the left and really draw that right sit bone behind you. Forehead stays heavy. Big breaths into that right side. And then inhale, walk those hands back to center and over to the right. So this time, really breathing to that left side, drawing the left sit bone down as you stretch away. You can always take left hand on top of right. Again, forehead stays heavy. And then bring it back to center. Walk yourself up. You just sweep the legs in front of you. Come on to your back. All the way down. Knees can come into the chest. Give yourself a gentle squeeze, little hug. You can always rock side to side, massage the low back. We'll finish in a twist. So feet come to the ground, open the arms out like wings. Pick up the hips, send them to the right, knees to the left. You can always take a block in between the legs for support. Hand can come on top of the leg to deepen the twist. We want to try and keep that right shoulder heavy as the gaze look towards the right. Nice full breath. And then inhale, bring the knees back to center. And exhale, hips to the left, knees to the right. And you can always take the hand on top to deepen the twist. And we want to try and keep that left shoulder nice and heavy, gaze to the left. Slowly bring it back to center. You always take one more squeeze, maybe to a happy baby. And when you're ready, move into your final resting pose, Shavasana. So take up lots of space if you have it. The shoulders rest down the back, neck is long. And close the eyes, allow yourself to completely surrender to your mat. Allow the breath to move fluidly through the body. You are more than welcome to stay here even longer. And if you're ready, you can start to wiggle into the fingers, maybe roll the ankles and the wrists, wiggle the toes. And on your inhale, stretch the arms overhead. And exhale, gently roll on to one side and come on up to find a nice comfortable seat. Bring hands to heart center, let the forehead bow. Take an opportunity to offer gratitude to your body, to your breath, to this beautiful practice. Bring the thumbs to the third eye. Thank you so much for showing up to your mat today. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.